Hi there, my name is Matthew Whitehart and I work for the SAP Customer Experience team in Dubai. I'm going to take you through how you can make service a key differentiator for your brand. If you have any questions throughout the session, please don't hesitate to post them in the chat window below. I hope you enjoy the session.
Let's be honest, we generally don't know what the customer experience looks like from the customer's perspective. And we don't know how the service encounters make them feel. Service organisations work hard to provide the best possible customer service. But still, the actual customer experience can be far from satisfactory. Often there is a huge gap between the ideal customer service and the real life experiences, and a huge gap between the company's perspective and the customer's perspective. This is the customer service experience gap, and it has a huge impact on company success. This gap really matters. Every customer service moment is a moment of truth that puts your organisation to the test. How quickly can you respond? How easy can you make it for your customers? How long will it take to get the problem solved to their satisfaction? Research shows that customer service has the strongest impact on customer experience in many industries. Poor customer experience is also very costly. 80% of customers that have bad customer experience switch to a competitor. 62% escalate to a supervisor. 50% of customers share their negative experience on social media. The challenge for service organisations is to create perfect service moments every time. In customer service, every encounter is meaningful and can strengthen or weaken your customer relationship. This is where SAP can help. Let's fill that gap. In the experience economy, customers don't tolerate poor service. They expect perfect service moments. What does that mean? Customers don't expect miracles. They simply expect that things are quick and easy. Solve my problem, solve it quickly, and make it easy for me. It's all about convenience. What's the thing you do when you run into an issue or have a question in most cases? You don't pick up the phone and call customer service. You whip out your smartphone and Google it to find an answer. Or you use a mobile app to get your account balance, pay your bill, or check in for a flight. The effort it takes to get an answer or a problem solved matters to your customers more than anything else, and their preferences for digital channels are shifting dramatically. Clearly, speed also matters. We all agree no one wants to be put on hold, or transferred multiple times, or wait in all day for an engineer visit. And in B2B, speed is even more critical, as an entire production line can come to a halt if a single part fails. And for some products, like medical equipment, human lives depend on it. So it really matters how quickly you can respond to an issue, or how fast your technician can be on site to fix a problem. Last but certainly not least, reliability. This should be a no-brainer. It's a prerequisite. You've got to deliver on your promise. This is about solving the customer problem, providing customers and employees with the right information, with easy access to all transactions, and making sure that the service technicians have the right parts for the job. SAP helps you close the experience gap and create perfect service moments that turn your customers into advocates. We give you the tools and means to understand your customers, to act, to create perfect service moments, and ultimately grow your business. SAP Service Cloud helps organizations deliver better customer experiences through end-to-end customer service, enabling effortless self-service, supporting omni-channel customer engagement, and providing on-demand field service while bridging the gap between your frontline and your operational systems. Last but not least, listening to your customers is so important to close the loop, to get instant feedback and take immediate action before it's too late. SAP Qualtrics provides proof that your service solution is working, and if it's falling short, providing precise action items on how to fix it. Remember last time you bought a product or a service that you were really excited about? Well, let's say you bought a new TV online. You searched and researched online, found the TV you wanted with all the features you were looking for. You read the raving reviews, you had a convenient live chat from the web store to get an answer to one last question before you were ready to buy. And with one click, you added it to your shopping cart. Checkout was a breeze. Overall, you had a great online shopping experience, and the TV was delivered on time within 48 hours, just in time before the final season of your favourite TV show started. You are a happy customer and super excited. But what about what happens after the sale? Well, straight after the TV is delivered, imagine you get a text message asking you if everything is working, or if you need any help with the setup, and you respond that you need help with the Wi-Fi connection. You can immediately request on-site support from your mobile phone, just like calling an Uber. And within less than 60 minutes, a certified expert shows up at your door to fix your problem. Now that's what we call perfect service moments. So let's go through a typical service journey with the solution. So first of all, we're going to talk about Taylor Jones, who's purchased one of the latest smart refrigerators from a company called Dosh, who's an appliance manufacturer. So Taylor has a smart app provided by Dosh that can monitor anything that's going on with her refrigerator, and she notices an error message that pops up about abnormal ice formation in one of the freezer compartments. With one click, she goes into the chatbot and she asks the chatbot whether there's anything that can be recommended. And the chatbot automatically provides some recommendations of things that she can do to resolve this issue. Unfortunately, this doesn't help. So, what Taylor does is create a ticket directly from the chatbot so that an engineer can look into the issue for her. She's then asked to do a short survey, but at this point she's a little bit too busy with the kids and decides that she doesn't have any time at this point. The next part of the story, we're now going to focus on Julianne Bayer, who's a customer service agent for Dosh. Now, Julianne is routed Taylor's ticket, and immediately the ticket is able to be processed and categorized in the appropriate way. We see the description of the chat that previously happened. We can see the warranty on this particular product that's been pulled through, the categorization, and also some SLAs have been automatically generated based on the customer as well as the type of product. The system automatically provides us with a knowledge article that may well be useful to resolve this problem quickly. We can preview that knowledge article, and then with one click we're able to email this to our customer. The system generates an email automatically, and I can send that to my customer. The email is then added to the interaction history timeline for this ticket. Coming back to Taylor, we get that email and we're able to understand from the knowledge article whether this is going to be of help for us. We open up that knowledge article, she works through each of the different steps, but unfortunately it doesn't resolve the issue. So we then go back to the customer services team and let them know that something else needs to happen to resolve this issue. The ticket is then changed to an immediate and escalated. We see the email coming back from Taylor And now what we do is we transition this ticket for our field service management team. And what we can do is select and release that to our field service management team to get a technician out on site to resolve this issue in person. So the ticket is automatically scheduled to the right engineer, and in this case it's Brian Paulson, who from a geographical point of view and a skill point of view is the right man to deal with this issue. So Brian first of all uses his tablet and synchronizes all of the data onto his tablet to make sure that if he loses connectivity he can still do his job. He pulls out the job that's been assigned to him, and from this simple, easy to use interface he's able to understand what is the service call, who's the customer, and maybe get some details on the equipment. He then moves into the travel phase of the workflow, and he's provided with the address, and he can get directions to Taylor's place if he requires it. When he arrives on site, he's provided with some reserved materials that the system has selected for him to be assisted in the job. He then just changes that material, uses it directly from the system and applies it to Taylor's refrigerator. Once Brian's finished the work, he can log his time directly into the system, and he can state whether elements are chargeable or not. He then generates a report which he can share with Taylor, and Taylor can then sign off that report with a simple signature on the tablet. Taylor, after that job's been completed, is then provided an email for a survey. And Taylor can now take that survey and give an understanding of all of the different elements of the service. Now, Taylor was quite happy with a lot of the different areas, and particularly the professionalism, but unfortunately she felt that Brian's technical skills were maybe not as good as she would have liked, and she feeds that back into the system. We now take on the role of Timmy Hardy, who is actually the service manager at DOS for both customer service and field service technician teams. So Timmy accesses his dashboard where he's given all the key KPIs of his team, of the overall organisation, and any particular information that is relevant to him around knowledge-based articles and customer sentiment. He drills into the customer dashboard. And what this provides him is a one-stop shop for all of the different ratings that customers are providing around his technicians, follow-up tickets that might have taken place, potentially escalations or additional tickets that have come up for jobs. And he notices that actually Taylor Jones, there's been a few follow-up tickets. So he drills into Taylor Jones to have a look. Now when he opens up Taylor Jones' profile, he sees some information around Taylor, but specifically looks at the experience data that's being created. And he sees the last survey that was created for Brian and notes that the technician skills is relatively low. So he drills into Brian Paulson's specific experience data. And he sees that there's a little bit of a trend where he's had a couple of bad scores on those technician skills, and overall customer rating is relatively low. So what he does is Timmy pops into the SAP Litmus application with the purpose of actually creating a training course that is specific for Brian, that is enabling him to improve some of those customer service skills. So he finds this Excellency Customer Service course, allocates that specifically to Brian and assigns it to Brian. And Brian can then carry out that training course, and hopefully that will drive up some of those customer feedback scores. So we've discussed today how SAP helps you understand your customers, act to provide perfect service moments, and grow your business. Here are some numbers from our customers. They have achieved great results in terms of customer satisfaction and business growth. SAP Service Cloud allows companies to better orchestrate service experiences before and after the first sale across all areas of the business for one unified service experience to deliver on your customer promises throughout the entire customer journey.
I really hope you enjoyed the session. I'll be in the chat window for a while to cover any outstanding questions, but if you'd like a further deeper dive into the Service Cloud, please contact me and we can schedule a call. Thank you so much. Enjoy the rest of your day.